on depending upon whatever you are comfortable with. Okay. So today's session is about IGCSE. Okay. What is IGCSE curriculum? And I will talk about the syllabus, where you will get all the syllabus online, and something about assessment, specifically with biology, because I will be able to tell that subject uh, in detail because I have taught that for many years, and also maybe chemistry if you want, but sciences all are same. But I will go through the subject guides or the syllabuses for all subjects. Okay, so we are gathered here to learn about teaching and learning uh, and assessment in the IGCSE, that is grade 9 and 10. So when you say IGCSE, it is the grade 9 and 10 program of the Cambridge. It is an internationally recognized qualification, and it is globally recognized. The IGCSE stands for International General Certificate of Secondary Education. So that's the full form of IGCSE. And it is a globally recognized qualification, which is equivalent to grade 10 exams, and it is offered by the CAIE. So when I say CAIE, it is Cambridge Assessment International Examination. So CAIE offers the IGCSE for grade 9 and 10 students all over the world. And because it is international, so that's why it is called IGCSE. Otherwise, in the UK, it is the GCSE exams. They have their own internal GCSE exams. But if the same GCSE exams are taken abroad internationally, it is called the IGCSE. And these are the 5 subject groups of the IGCSE. Okay. In group 1, you have languages, where you can study English as a first language, Hindi as a second language, French as a foreign language. You also schools also offer German, Spanish, okay, but most of the schools offer English, Hindi, and French in India. Group 2 is humanities and social sciences. In this, you have the following subjects: geography, English literature, history, economics, and global perspectives. So these are most of the subjects that are offered in India, okay, as group 2 humanities and social sciences subject. Group 3 is sciences, where you study discrete sciences, physics, chemistry, biology. Also, you can study coordinated science or combined science. Okay, when you have coordinated science, then all 3 sciences are taught, but you give only 3 question papers. Okay, so one will be multiple choice question, one will be structured question, and one will be alternative to practical questions. So you just have 3 paper, but if you're going to do physics, chemistry, and biology separately, each subject will have 3 papers to do. Okay, so that's the difference. Now, when you do physics, chemistry, and biology, you get 1 credit point each for each of the subject. But when you do coordinated science, you get 2 credit points. Okay, you study all the 3 subjects, but you get only 2 credit points because the examination is different. The subject code is different. Then you have the group 4, which is mathematics. Now, in mathematics, again, you have a range of different curricula, okay, syllabus. So you can only study mathematics 0580, or you can do additional mathematics or international mathematics. Now, additional mathematics is also called as add math, and most students who are gifted learners and who want to do higher level math in the diploma program, they go for additional maths or add math. Whereas international maths, those students who do the diploma program, again, those schools offer international mathematics because there is one paper in it which relates to real life, mathematics in real life, which has, when you go to 11th and 12th in the DP, you have to do the IAs, okay, where you have project works related to real life. So that component is taken care of. So those schools that have the diploma program, they may offer international maths also. So there are 3 types of mathematics which can be offered by schools, depending upon what is the pathway, whether the school has A levels or IBDP. So any of these 3 mathematics can be offered. 2 or 3 mathematics subjects, syllabuses can be offered. Then in group 5, you have the creative, technical, and vocational subjects, which include ICT, accounting, business studies, computer studies, music, art, and design. So these are all in group 5. Now, in the IGCSE, in addition to studying this subject and getting a certificate for the IGCSE, you can also get a separate ICE certificate. Okay. Now, the ICE certificate is given to those students who study 7 or more than 7 subjects. Okay. And this is little different from the normal IGCSE because here you show that you have studied a range of subjects in the IGCSE. So what you need to do is you need to study 2 languages in group 1. So student would study English as a first language, and a second language study, the student could study either Hindi or French or Spanish or German. So you study 2 subjects in languages. So you have 2 credit points here. You study 1 subject from humanities. So maybe most of the students would want to do global perspectives. Okay. But some of the students who want to study economics in the diploma program or economics in the A levels, they may take economics over here. Some students who like English, they may take English literature. But it is always advised to take 1 social science subject if you are going to study in India in a junior college, because junior college there is a requirement of you studying at least 1 social studies subject in grade 9 and 10. Okay, so preferably you could do global perspectives or geography or history. Okay, so it depends. Group 3 sciences, most of the schools offer any 2 sciences for the students to pick or offer coordinated sciences. So when you do coordinated sciences, you study all 3 sciences, but you give only 3 papers. But if you're going to study these separately, then you will have to give 3 papers each in each of the subjects. So group 3 sciences, you're supposed to study only 1, or if you're going to study physics, chemistry, biology separately, then you can study these separately also. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, suppose if I'm taking all 3 subjects, 6. 7th subject is your mathematics. Okay, any one of these. And the 8th subject is any one of this. So when I was in my previous school where we offered IGCSE and MYP together, we gave a choice between business studies and art and design. So between these 2, any student could take 1 subject. Okay, but schools that have A levels, they would want to offer accounting, because accounting is one of the favorite subjects for those students who would want to take the commerce stream. Okay, so ICT, accounting, business studies, computer studies, music, art, and design. These are the subjects that are there in group 5. So technically speaking, for ICE, you have to take one subjects from this, and there has to be 7 subjects to be studied in all. So 5, and then 1 additional 6 here and 1 additional 7 here. But then if you study all 3 sciences, it would be 8. So in my previous RBK International Academy, when I was the IGCSE coordinator, we offered 8 subjects for all students. Okay. Did everybody understand about the number of subjects taken? Any questions here?
Ma'am, there is written other science subjects. Are you talking about the same under
So
bio?
it could be coordinated science 0654, or it could be combined science. Okay, those are the 2 other subjects that you can study as sciences. Yeah, or you can study physics, chemistry, and biology, all 3, or any 2.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, depending upon what you
Combination.
want to study in the diploma program or in the A levels.
Okay.
Okay. Next is the syllabus. Now, to know more about the syllabus, you can find it on the Cambridge International website. If you just Google, okay. When I say over here, IGCSE, okay, and you come here, okay, and you go to subjects. Here you will see the range of subjects that are offered. More than 70 subjects are offered in the IGCSE. So if you see, these all are subjects that are offered. And if you click to any of those subjects, you will get the syllabus of those subjects. So when I'm talking about sciences, see, biology is there, chemistry is there, physics is here, but you also have 0654 here. Sciences combined, sciences coordinated, sciences coordinated double. So I told you, right, 0654. So these are the science subjects that are offered. Okay, so schools can decide what subjects to offer. Yeah. So technically speaking, when I'm going to interview a teacher for IGCSE, okay, my main questions would be, what is the subject code of your subject that you have taught? If you don't know the subject code, that means you have not taught the IGCSE. The subject code is very important. So if you ask me what did I teach, I have taught coordinated sciences 0654, and I have taught biology 0610, and I have also taught chemistry 0625. Okay, so these are the exam codes. Yeah. So this is how you get the syllabus. Okay. Then, so when you look at English as the first language, okay, then what are the subject? What is the syllabus of English as a first language? So most of the schools that teach English as a first language offer 0500. This is the subject code. Okay. So English IGCSE first language 0500. When you look at the syllabus, they have given you the syllabus here. So 2027 to 2029 students appearing IGCSE exams during that year will look for the syllabus here. If I'm going to give my exams in May 2024, then I would have looked over here. Okay, so students who are going to give this exam in May 2024, May 2025, May 2026, the syllabus is here. Okay, so when you click on it, you will get the syllabus. In MYP, you have the subject guide. In IGCSE, you have the syllabus. Okay, so right now I'm showing you the syllabus for English. So this is how the syllabus looks. Okay. Use this syllabus for exams in 2024, 2025, and 2026. Exams are available in June and November series. Exams are also available in March series, but only in India. So in India, most of the schools offer the IGCSE examinations in March, February, March, because they finish it and then they get their results by May, because then they will apply and go to junior college if they want by June, July. Okay. So most of the schools will give February March series. But in our school in Worli, we offer the June series. So the students give their exams in May and June. Okay. And in places like in Masuri, where I taught earlier for 10 years, we offered the November series because there the academic year started in March and ended in November. Okay. So then my students did November series over there in Masuri. So depending upon the place, you decide what kind of exams, when do you want to give those exams. Okay. So now when you go through the syllabus is very detailed. Okay. Okay. These are the aims of the subject English. Okay. This is the assessment overview. Okay, what kind of papers will the students give? So in 0500 English, all students will take paper 1, which is a reading paper. Okay, and it has 50% weightage of the total exam grade. Okay, and in it you have structured and extended writing questions. Okay, and they will be based on 3 reading text, and this is assessed externally by Cambridge. So after giving the exams, the exam paper scripts are packed and couriered to Cambridge. And from there, it goes to different examiners for correction. Okay. Paper 2, paper 1, all will take paper 1 and paper 2, direct writing and composition. If this school doesn't do paper 2, they can do a component 3, which is a coursework portfolio. Now, coursework portfolio is internally assessed. That means, like how we have internal assessments in the DP, students will complete it at school, teachers will grade it, and then an external moderation happens. Okay, you need to have a person who is already trained in grading those sheet, and that person has to externally moderate it, and then that script is sent to the Cambridge. Okay, so either you do paper 1 and paper 2, or you do paper 1 and paper 3. But if I have to do paper 3, it's a portfolio. The students will complete it at school, the teacher will grade it, and then you will have an external moderator who will grade it separately, and then that will go to the Cambridge. So this is 50%, this is 50% weightage. Now, candidates can also take speaking and listening test. This is a choice. Okay, they can also have a speaking and listening test. Then these are the assessment objectives. When you say AO is assessment objective. So assessment objective 1, assessment objective 2, assessment objective 3. Because this is reading, so R1, R2, R3, R4, R5. If this is writing, W1, W2, W3, W4, W5. This is speaking and listening, so SL1, SL2, SL3. So you have the strands, right? You have the learning outcomes in the PYP. Similarly, these are the learning outcomes or the learning objectives. And these same learning objectives become assessment objectives. Okay, because whatever you learn, you will be assessed, right? So this is how the weightage takes place. AO1 reading is 50%, AO2 writing is 50%. This is separately endorsed, total is 100%. So now the weightage of the components of the paper is also given over here. 80 marks paper, okay, paper 2 20 marks paper, 20 marks, 80 marks, okay, 100, 100, 100. So this grading and everything is done by the Cambridge. Now, what is the content that you are going to teach? This is given over here. Okay, and details of the assessment. This is the blueprint of the assessment. Okay, blueprint of the assessment and the portfolio, how it will look, what it is. This is your grading, okay, of the portfolio. Speaking and listening. So all the things that are needed for assessment is given over here. Now, these are the command terms. Students should know the command terms very well so that they know what and how to answer their question paper. Okay, students should know these command terms. These are mostly the Bloom's taxonomy verbs. Okay. All right. So this is about English. Now, when you go to the website again, where English first language is there, you will also see some of the syllabus updates and the teaching and learning resources here. Okay. These are given. You can buy these resources. And there is a school support hub. Now, this is there for schools that are Cambridge recognized school or accredited school. So they get a separate login and password. How we have my IB for IB. Similarly, this is the support hub for Cambridge schools. Okay. And then you can see past papers over here. If you click over here, you will get to see the past papers. So paper 1, okay, this is paper 1. Paper 1. This is the mark scheme. And this is the insert. Insert is the reading material. You need to have scripts to read, right? So, the main advantage of Cambridge is that your past papers, marking scheme, everything is available free online. Okay, that is one major advantage for Cambridge. Will take to open. This is a marking scheme. This is a mark scheme. Okay, how to mark the paper. This is your question paper. taking time. This is the insert reading material. Taking so much time to download. Mm. Yeah, so this is the question paper, the reading paper. 0500 is the code. This is the paper number, paper 1. Okay, reading May June 2022 paper. Paper is for 2 hours. These are the instructions given. When the students sit for the exam, the invigilator should read all these instructions. Okay, they are required to read all these instructions. This is a question paper. So now when you see that the question is given and there are dotted lines over here, these questions are called as structured questions. Structured questions means your space is given and you have to write in that given space only. You cannot go beyond the space, because if you go beyond the space, the examiner will not be able to see your answer, so you may lose your marks. So you write only in this given space. Okay, here also the examiner will be able to see only this much space. So if you're going to write over here down, the examiner will not be able to see, because this gets scanned and it is seen as a soft copy. Okay, online, as a online grading takes place. So these questions, they are called as structured questions. So if you see over here, yeah. So if you look here, mm, hmm. See, structured and extended writing questions. So this is the meaning of structured questions. That means there will be space and you have to write within this space. That's why it is called structured. And this is the insert, the reading material that you have to read before you answer those questions. Okay, so this insert is given along with your question paper. So this is about English. Same way, you can see Hindi. You go back to the qualifications when you go to syllabus. If you go to Cambridge, IGCSE, upper secondary, in upper secondary, you go to IGCSE, in IGCSE, you go to subjects, then you will see the subjects. Okay. So next is Hindi. Hindi is 0549. When you click on here, you will get the Hindi page. This is the Hindi syllabus. Okay. So again, when you click on it, you will be able to see the syllabuses for 2026. And then same thing, when you go on the left hand side, you can see past papers. So question paper 1, question paper 2. And question paper 2 is a listening paper. So you have the audio file also. What happens is in languages, you get a CD. Okay, the CD comes, if it is the May exam, the CD comes around February, March. You are given 3 dates where you have to pick a date. Before the students sit for the exams, you have to listen to the CD to see that, to check that the CD is working properly. And then you put it in the exam storage. And then during the examination, you take out the CD and make the students listen to the listening exam. And Once the students listen, you can listen to the same audio file twice, not more than 2 times. Okay. So there are certain rules and regulations also about the listening exam, and that would be given in your syllabus. Okay, which is this. So again, over here, if you go to the Hindi paper, syllabus overview is there. Paper 1 is reading and writing. Paper 2 is listening. Now paper 3 is again optional. Okay, candidates can choose to take about speaking. And this they have started recently because we also have speaking in the MYP exams. Okay, so this is a choice that they can do. Earlier they had only reading, writing and listening. So this is about Hindi. Then you have French. Again, if you go to Cambridge, go back. Go back. You can go to F. You will see French foreign language 0520. Again, you will find the syllabus. So same way, when you go to IGCSE subjects, you will get this whole thing and you will be able to see all the subjects and all the syllabuses of the different subjects. And once you go to the syllabus page, suppose if I go, sorry, this is not. Cambridge 921 is for higher level. It is more difficult than the 0610 and those papers. Okay, the grading is different. 921 is different grading. So this is for science. So when you go to the subject, you will get the syllabus, and on the left hand side on top you will see the past papers also. So you will be able to see the specimen papers, past papers, and the marking scheme. Okay, all these things are examiner reports that they are available. So that is very good about what I like about the Cambridge, because it is very structured and you have all the resources available for free. Same way, physics, chemistry, biology, math, ICT, accounting, business, these all different subjects. Now, assessment overview, I just showed you the assessment overview about English, right? How it looks, how many papers. Same way for all subjects, you will be able to see the assessment overview. You will see how many papers, what papers and all. I will show you science, okay? If you look at syllabus of science, coordinated science, not physics, chemistry or biology. Now, science has 6 different question papers. Okay, but you don't have to do all 6. Students have to do any 3 papers. What I like about the Cambridge is also that it has differentiated content. Okay, when you talk about differentiated instruction, you differentiate content. Okay, and that is done very well by Cambridge. So if you look at the coordinated science paper, there are 6 papers in it. Okay, let it load. Yeah. Okay. So when you look at the 6 papers here, syllabus. So paper 1 is multiple choice. Paper 2 is also multiple choice. But paper 1 is for core and paper 2 is for extended. Now, what is the meaning of core and extended? Those students who are below average, okay, who may not score an A or a B or a C, okay, they are most likely to score a D or an E if they do an extended paper. Then those students are recommended to do the core paper exam. Okay, so multiple choice core. Those students who are bright above average, who can get an A star is 90% above. Okay, A star, A, B, then they can do this multiple choice extended paper. So the question paper is such that the difficulty level is high. So the student can score an A star. Here in multiple choice score, the question paper is such that the highest that a student can score is a C, 60%. Okay. So the highest if the student gets 40 out of 40 also, the student will get a C because the question paper is of that standard or that level. Okay, so therefore, here the content is differentiated. So you do either a paper 1 or a paper 2. Suppose if I am a very bright student, I will do paper 2. Okay, multiple choice question. Now, between paper 3 and paper 4, which are structured questions, short answer structured questions, I told you structured questions. Question will be there, space will be given to write the answers. Okay. Between these two, again, I can choose. So if I am a weak student, I will do core. If I am a bright student, I will do paper 4. So now I said that I am a bright student. So which paper I will do? I will do paper 2, I will do paper 4. And now it depends on the school what they choose, either paper 5 or paper 6. If you do paper 5, then you will have to do the practical test in the laboratory. You will have all the instruments and devices and you will have to do that experiment. And the materials and everything, question paper will come a few months before May. It will come around January, February. And you have to do an internal practical examination. Okay. If you don't want to do this practical examination, then what you can do is you can opt for paper 6. Paper 6 is alternative to practical. That means the question paper will have questions related to lab experiments. Okay. So that is called an alternative to practical. The weightage of the paper is same. So now if I am a bright student, I will do only 3 papers. I will do paper 2, I will do paper 4, and I will do paper 6. Okay. These papers I will not do. And then if you look at the content, now I said core and extended. So if I'm a core student, I will study only this part of the syllabus, the core part of the syllabus. Okay. But if I am an extended student, if I'm going to give paper 2 and paper 4, then I have to study this core and I have to study the supplement also. These are additional things that the bright students will have to study, the supplement part. So those students who do paper 2 and paper 4 will study everything. Those students who do only paper 1 and paper 3 will study only the core part, this part, the core. Okay, this part. They will not study the supplement. Clear? Okay, any questions about this? So that was about the assessment overview. And I told you, if you go on the Cambridge website itself, when you go click on endorsed resources, there are a lot of resources, books and everything. And you can order these resources through a book vendor.
Ma'am, for primary section also, the resources will be there for math, sciences, and language.
Yes. So if you look at program, you go to Cambridge Primary. Okay. You can go to curriculum.
Yeah.
Okay. In curriculum, you have the curriculum here. Primary
Ma'am,
art and design,
no,
English.
ma'am, click no anyone.
Okay. So
Cambridge.
primary English. Okay. Primary English. How is it taught? Assessment. Now, if you have to go for looking at the curriculum, then you'll have to use the Learning Hub. It is not available here.
I was
How
searching.
IGCSE is available? Yeah, it's not available because our Nehru school is Cambridge Primary. So I have a login for
Okay.
Cambridge Primary.
Okay. Okay.
So these are the progression test and checkpoint. Okay, but if you Google over here,
I tried doing so. I have come to this page as well, but I couldn't find the syllabus description. I mean, topic wise there.
Cambridge Primary English scheme of work. Okay,
Scheme work. Okay.
ले आ गया. तुझे ढूंढने को नहीं आता है. तुझे कीवर्ड नहीं मालूम.
I was typing study guide, syllabus.
नहीं, keyword you don't know. It is scheme of work.
Okay. Okay.
So scheme of work will have all the suggested teaching activities also and the resources also.
Okay, this is nice.
Okay.
Thank you
You
for.
should have asked me, no? I have all the resources.
No, while you were doing right now, no, so I went for primary to search.
Okay. All right. So all the resources are there.
Okay.
Okay. So any questions regarding this? I'm stopping the recording.